We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Washington nothing. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
An Eagle first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Cummins. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
The tackle made.
A big play there for Philly. Give him 52 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
His kick is
and
good.
His kick is right through.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Washington 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action. Love to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Quarterbacks have so many options when they have a 4 vertical route because they can hit any one of those 4 at any time, often for a big gain. But to me, the key is don't lock in on any one of them. It's best for him to look in one direction and throw in another.
That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage. Check like 47. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 47 Mike, 47 Mike.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he puts it through.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Second down and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Gary on the tackle.
Brought down by Nate Gary.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
They go bootleg. Love rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he works free. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Nate Gary.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now an option play on second down, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Number 85.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here's Hurts to throw. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
It's second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Montez Sweat. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Number 32.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's Love again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first down, it's Love. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Love this time is going to set up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run on first down. Love. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes this Washington 42. Eagles 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, 77 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Jason Sanders.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's end.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
49.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, now heavy pressure by Washington, and they block it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 56, Eagles 20.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ridiculous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, let's get this. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
On first down, Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Going deep here for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Running to start the drive is Love. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. He's going to keep it again. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they take a knee. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
That's what I do.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. On now, Tucker McCann. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Washington.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.